Bow Wow did an interview with me recently, and we were talking about strippers, and he said that he feels that more men should be wifing strippers.
Yeah, if that's what you like. I mean, if you're gonna cheat on your girl anyway for a stripper, I mean, nigga, that's what you like, nigga. Like, how you gonna? A lot of motherfucking men are in denial with themselves. Like, nigga, stop it, bruh. Like, cut all that. No, you're not, nigga. It's gonna be that one night we off that Ciroc, and she gonna be on it, nigga, and your girl ain't here, and you gonna knock it down.
Thoughts?
These are thoughts. Do I believe a guy should be wiping up a stripper?
If that's what he's into.
If that's what he's into. I mean, I don't think when a guy, even if a guy goes to a strip club a lot, I don't think he's going there because, I mean, he might be into going to strip clubs, but that doesn't mean he want to wife up one of these motherfuckers. Like, you know, I'm not into that. Like, not that I haven't gone to strip clubs, and I even used to promote some shit at a strip club. But, yeah, that's not really. Why would you want your wife to have a job where her job is to not only get naked for men, but at the very least, rub on their dicks with her ass and pussy in order to make them hard so that they'll give her money? Like, have we no morals or shame or any sort of, you know, pride in our woman, or we just don't give a fuck? If she's making money and bringing that shit home, I don't give a fuck what you do. Because when I say at the very least, you know there's mad strippers out there that sell pussy. Like, let's keep it fucking 1,000. Mm-hmm. This is the gateway to selling pussy, is what being a stripper is. Let's keep it 1,000. That's like the kindergarten of hoeing. Okay? So
Kindergarten of hoeing.
So, yeah. Do you really think she's going to keep getting left back and stay in kindergarten all her fucking life? Or is she going to graduate? Okay? So that might be what you thought you liked because you up in the strip club every night, loving the illusion. You see what I'm saying? But that's another thing. You ain't seeing these broads when they get home and they pull the wig off and throw that shit on the chair and fucking, you know what I mean?
Well, here's the thing about wifing strippers, and I've been around the block. I've dated all around. I've hung out with strippers here and there over the years. The problem with getting into a relationship with a stripper, not that I've ever been in a full-blown relationship, but sometimes it's, you know, you start to spend time with the person and hang out with them and things start to develop. But a stripper typically looks at a man as
stupid.
Well, yeah, stupid. They usually don't like men. They look at them as, see, I want to say sources of income, but that kind of goes to all women to a certain degree.
Look at them,
you know
as
what I'm saying?
Trick.
As a trick. There you go.
You know what I mean? They look at them as a trick. And it's like, yeah, it's almost like with no respect.
Right.
For the men.
I mean, I could tell you, because I had to think for a second. But I remember at one point when I first moved to New York, this was early 2000s, I was DJing at a strip club, and me and this one chick started to get kind of cool. And I would actually pick her up on my way to work. She didn't have a car. Typical. You know, for a stripper.
You was the trick driving her to fucking work. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I would, a few times I would pick her up on the way to work, you know, because I was DJing there. She was stripping. So I picked her up. And I remember at one point, this was maybe after a couple of weeks, she said, "Oh, can you go back to my place and pick up my roommate too?" When we're already at the club. And I'm like, the fuck?
Like, fuck you think I am? You trying to play
fuck?
me right now? You think I'm a fucking Uber out this bitch? This was before Uber, but you know, that's what you would have said.
Before Uber, right. Yeah, it was sort of like, it was like,
motherfucker?
It was insulting because it was like, oh, word? You just gonna run me on errands? Like, for real? This is how you're viewing me right now. I guess I thought there was a bit of mutual respect, but no, there is not. So I think that's kind of how it is. I think that's why you don't want to wife a stripper because
And wait, and why are we taking life advice from Bow Wow? I'm just wondering, like, why are we even talking about this? Like, obviously, it's one of the stupidest things I ever fucking heard. Like, nobody, I don't give a fuck if you think you like strippers like that. Trust me, you don't like them that much where you want to wife one up. I don't give a fuck if you go to strip clubs every night. Like, you do not want to do that.
well, in terms of taking advice from Bow Wow, I respect Bow Wow overall. I think what Bow Wow has accomplished is exceptional. The career span of a typical child star is not very long because your fans get older and no longer interested in what you become. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? So the fact that you start as a little kid rapper and you still have a very viable career in 2018, like 20 something years later, you've done CSI forever. You've been in movies. You're now got a bunch of successful reality shows. You continued to put out music when you were no longer a little kid, when you were a young adult, and people still fucked with it. You can't downplay that.
I'm not
You
trying
just
to
can't.
downplay that. I'm just saying he's not the smartest one to tell me that a motherfucker should wife up a stripper. That's all. But shout out to your accomplishments, Bow Wow, but that shit is just retarded. Is he wifing up a stripper? Let him do it. Tell her, wife up a stripper, Bow Wow, and tell us how it goes. I'll wait.